In the distant quadrant of the Milky Way, the Necromango reigns supreme. Their homeworld, a fortress planet encased in black steel and throbbing with the energy of uncounted war machines, serves as the heart of their empire. Governed by the strict laws of combat and conquest, every aspect of Necromango life is dedicated to warfare. From birth, each Necromango is trained in a brutal regimen that sharpens the mind and body, preparing them for the inevitability of combat. Their society values strength above all, with leaders chosen through deadly duels that leave only the most ruthless and cunning in command. Necron, the ruthless leader. Necron's ascent to power was marked by battles that left no room for mercy. A colossal figure both in stature and in menace, his eyes gleam with a dark intelligence and unyielding resolve. Under his command, the Necromango have grown more fearsome, developing technologies that harness the destructive energies of the cosmos. His voice, deep and commanding, echoes through the halls of the Necromango war councils, instilling fear and admiration in his followers. Necron's rule is absolute, and his decree is simple, the philosophy of conquest. Driven by a belief in their divine right to rule, the Necromango see other civilizations not as societies to coexist with, but as obstacles to be crushed. Their mythology is filled with tales of ancient warriors and cosmic battles, fueling their conquest with a sense of predetermined destiny. The great Necron often speaks of the star prophecy, an ancient text predicting that a path of destruction will lead them to ultimate power and enlightenment, the initiation of the Galactic War. The war began on the outer edges of the Necromango territory. One by one, star systems fell into darkness as their fleets, vast armadas of spiked warships that blot out the stars, moved outwards. Worlds that resisted were made examples of, their planets cracked open and resources drained, leaving nothing but lifeless husks. This trail of devastation served both as a warning to yet to be conquered and as proof of Necron's unrelenting ambition. The conquered realms. As the Necromango Empire expanded, they encountered various forms of resistance, from technologically advanced federations to psychic collectives. None were spared. The Necromango's response to rebellion was draconian. Entire populations were either enslaved or annihilated. Planets were turned into military strongholds, their natural resources rerouted to fuel the war effort. The conquered peoples were forced into servitude, building monuments and machines for the Necromango. Propaganda and control. To maintain control over their rapidly expanding empire, the Necromango employed a sophisticated system of propaganda. Through monumental architecture, grandiose displays of power, and the dissemination of fear-inducing stories of Necron's wrath, they ingrained a sense of inevitability and fear among the subjugated. Portraits of Necron, depicted with his fierce gaze and armor adorned with the symbols of conquered worlds, adorned many a public space in the conquered territories. Premonitions of a greater challenge. Despite their success, the seers among the Necromango began to whisper of new visions, omens of a formidable challenge. It was during this time that scouts reported the existence of a planet unlike any other they had encountered, a world enveloped in a serene glow, untouched by the darkness of space. It was the home of the Ananchuli, beings rumored to possess powers that could rival the might of Necron. As the Necromango prepared for what would be their greatest conquest, the air tingled with the electric promise of epic conflict. Little did they know, this encounter would not only test their might, but would also ignite a war spanning millennia, challenging the very essence of their beliefs and the indomitable will of Necron. Ananchuli, Guardians of the Galaxy. The Ananchuli's homeworld is a stark contrast to the militarized planets of the Necromango. Bathed in the soft light of a gentle star, this planet, known as Ananda, shimmers with a vibrant, transcendent energy. The Ananchuli are a race of beings who embody spirituality and peace, their existence intertwined with the cosmic energies that flow through the galaxy. Tall and ethereal, with luminous skin and eyes that seem to hold the mysteries of the universe, the Anan Chuli dedicate their lives to maintaining the balance of cosmic forces. Philosophy of peace and protection. The Anan Chuli believe in the sanctity of all life forms, viewing themselves as caretakers of the galactic equilibrium. Their philosophy teaches that every star, every planet, and every creature plays a critical role in the vast tapestry of existence. Thus, when the rumblings of war begin to disrupt the harmony of the cosmos, the Anan Chuli are compelled to act, not out of desire for conflict, but as a necessary defense of the universal balance. Mobilization of psychic defenses. Recognizing the threat posed by the Necromango, the Anan Chuli Council, a collective of the wisest minds, convenes to harness their collective psychic abilities. They create a network of energy that forms a protective shield around Ananda and its neighboring planets. This shield is not just a barrier, but a reflection of their intent, capable of turning aggressors' energies against themselves, thus causing confusion and disarray within the invading forces without directly harming them. Initial skirmishes. When the Necromango fleet arrives, they are met not with weapons, but with waves of psychic energy that disrupt their communications and sensor systems. The Necromango warriors, trained for physical and brutal combat, find themselves battling an unseen enemy that attacks their minds, sowing seeds of doubt and fear. The first encounters are disastrous for the Necromango, who retreat to regroup, puzzled by this unexpected form of resistance. Adapting to new forms of warfare. Despite their initial setbacks, the Necromango are quick to adapt. Necrocon, recognizing the unique nature of this new enemy, orders the capture of Ananchuli prisoners for interrogation and study. However, these attempts are thwarted by the Ananchuli's deeper understanding and control over their mental states, which make them impervious to traditional forms of interrogation and manipulation. Spiritual warriors emerge. In response to the growing conflict, a new order within the Anan Chuli rises, the Guardians of the Veil. These are warriors in their own right, though their combat is of the mind and spirit. They train intensively to strengthen their psychic abilities, focusing these energies to disrupt turning points. Several pivotal battles defined the course of the war. One such encounter occurred near the Orion Rift, where the Ananchuli managed to trap a large portion of the Necromango fleet within a psychic maze, causing massive confusion and loss. This victory for the Ananchuli proved that their spiritual warfare could have tangible impacts on the physical realm. Galactic perception and involvement. The ongoing war between the Necromango and the Ananchuli caught the attention of other galactic powers who had remained neutral for centuries. The devastation brought by the conflict posed a threat to the entire galaxy, prompting a coalition of civilizations to intervene. This coalition sought to mediate peace talks, although their efforts were often undermined by Necrocon's unyielding ambition and the Ananchuli's distrust of any form of aggression, even in diplomacy. The role of prophecies. As the war continued, prophecies from both cultures began to play a significant role. The Necromango clung to their star prophecy, which foretold the rise of a dark ruler who would bring the galaxy under one banner, believing Necrocon to be this figure. Meanwhile, the Ananchuli held to a vision of the Great Harmony, a future in which the galaxy would be reborn in peace after enduring a great trial. Evolution of tactics and technologies. With technological advancements accelerating due to the war, both sides developed capabilities that once seemed impossible. The Necromango created black hole bombs capable of obliterating entire star systems, while the Ananchuli mastered the art of quantum resonance, which allowed them to synchronize their thoughts across vast distances, boosting their collective psychic power. The war's toll and a glimmer of hope. The toll of the millennia-long conflict was immeasurable. Worlds lay in ruin, civilizations were lost, and the fabric of the galaxy was irrevocably changed. Yet, amidst the chaos, there emerged a glimmer of hope. Stories of Necromango soldiers laying down their arms, moved by the peaceful resistance of their enemies, began to spread. These tales ignited a desperate gambit. As the war raged on, the Ananchuli realized that despite their powerful defenses and strategic victories, they could not sustain an eternal conflict against the inexhaustible war machine of the Necromango. In a move born from both desperation and visionary foresight, the Ananchuli High Council devised a plan not just to escape the war, but to seed a future capable of ending it. The Sower of Seeds. The Ananchuli constructed a vessel unlike any other, the Sower of Seeds. This ship, crafted from the harmonized metals of their homeworld and imbued with psychic energy, was designed to travel beyond the known galaxy. Its mission was to find a habitable planet where they could initiate a new beginning for life. a race with the potential to rise against the Necromango. The ship carried the genetic blueprints for diverse life forms, along with the Ananchuli's accumulated wisdom encoded in crystalline matrices, launching amidst chaos. The launch of the Sower of Seeds was not without its challenges. Necron, upon learning of the project, saw it as a threat to his dominion that could not be ignored. He dispatched his most formidable fleet to intercept the vessel. Through a series of psychic diversions and sacrificial maneuvers by Ananchuli defenders, the Sower of Seeds slipped through the Necromango blockade, disappearing into the void beyond the galaxy's edge. A new home, Earth. The Sower of Seeds traveled for centuries, guided by the Ananchuli's foresight and the cosmic energies they revered. Eventually, it reached a small, vibrant planet teeming with life, Earth. Here, the Ananchuli saw the potential for a new kind of warrior, one not born of violence, but of understanding and balance. They seeded humanity with latent psychic potentials, hoping that these new beings would grow to fulfill the prophecy of the Great Harmony. Cultivating potential. The Ananchuli carefully monitored the development of human civilizations from afar, subtly guiding them through psychic impressions. They fostered the growth of cultures that valued balance, peace, and the stewardship of nature, principles echoing the Ananchuli's own philosophies. These early humans showed signs of extraordinary potential, their evolution accelerated by the hidden genetic gifts bestowed upon them. The Watchers. A small contingent of Ananchuli chose to remain on Earth, disguised among its inhabitants. These Watchers continued to nurture humanity's psychic and spiritual growth, always careful to maintain the balance between intervention and the natural development of human society. They became the silent guardians, protectors of the seed that would one day grow to challenge the darkness of the Necromango. Humanity's hidden strength. As millennia passed, humans began to exhibit abilities that baffled conventional science: telepathy, precognition, and more. These abilities, though rare, were the early signs of the Ananchuli's success. Scholars and mystics among humans started to tap into these powers, forming secret societies that sought to unlock the full potential of their minds and spirits. The legacy of the Ananchuli. Back on Ananda, the remaining Ananchuli felt the ripple effects of their decision. Though weakened by their efforts and reduced in number, they were sustained by the hope embodied in humanity. They watched as the earth grew in power and wisdom, becoming a beacon of light in the shadow of the Necromango's continuing conquests. Echoes across time. The story closes on a note of quiet anticipation. Earth stands at the cusp of a new era, with human potential beginning to awaken fully. The Ananchuli, though distant, remain connected to humanity through the cosmic web they have woven. The stage is set for a new chapter in the Galactic Saga, where humans might one day rise to fulfill their destiny as the inheritors of the Ananchuli's legacy and as the challengers to the Necromango's reign. Reflections on an eternal conflict. As the millennia-long war between the Necromango and the Ananchuli settled into a weary stalemate, the galaxy itself bore the scars of their relentless struggle. Planets lay desolate, star systems were shattered, and the cosmic balance trembled under the weight of incessant conflict. Yet, amidst this vast tableau of destruction, the seeds of a new beginning had been sown on Earth. The legacy of Necron. Necron, the formidable leader of the Necromango, had become a figure of mythic proportions. His name was whispered with fear and awe across countless worlds, a symbol of the unquenchable thirst for power and the dark destiny that awaited those who dared defy him. Yet, as his empire expanded, so too did the cracks within it. The continuous war drained the Necromango not just physically, but spiritually. Dissent began to grow, fueled by tales of the Ananchuli's resistance and the mysterious escape of the Sower of Seeds. The Ananchuli's fading echoes. The Ananchuli, once vibrant defenders of cosmic harmony, now existed in the shadows of their former glory. Their numbers dwindled, their powers waned, but their hope endured, pinned on the development of humanity. From their secluded sanctuary on Ananda, they watched and waited, their legacy intertwined with the fate of the Earth. Their commitment to peace and balance remained unshaken, a stark contrast to the Necromango's relentless domination. Humanity's dawning power. On Earth, humanity thrived under the latent influence of the Ananchuli. Unbeknownst to them, Their evolution had been guided by a distant race, their capabilities a hidden gift waiting to be unlocked. As human civilization advanced, the psychic potentials seeded by the Ananchuli began to manifest more frequently. Individuals capable of extraordinary feats emerged, some aware of their heritage, others merely puzzled by their abilities. These individuals found themselves at the crossroads of a cosmic legacy, their very existence a challenge to the Necromango's tyranny. The rise of human guardians. Among humans, a new order arose, echoing the ancient Ananchuli guardians of the Veil. These human guardians, as they came to be known, sought to understand and harness their inherited powers for the greater good. They studied ancient texts and artifacts, piecing together the history of their origins and the broader cosmic context of their powers. Their mission was clear: to prepare for the day when Earth would take its place in the galactic community and perhaps confront the Necromango threat. The Galactic Coalition. As the Necromango continued their relentless advance, a coalition of galactic powers began to take form, influenced by the prolonged conflict and the emerging stories of a new race with potential to tip the balance. This coalition, comprising various alien races once neutral or indifferent, started to see the strategic value in supporting Earth's development as a counterweight to Necrocon's ambitions. Prophecies revisited. The ancient prophecies of both the Necromango and the Ananchuli hinted at a final reckoning, a war to end all wars, where the forces of destruction would meet their match against the guardians of balance. As these prophecies began to resonate with the unfolding events, both races prepared for what might be the ultimate conflict, their fates converging on the blue planet of Earth. A new hope and a warning. As the epic saga draws to a close, Earth stands as a beacon of new hope, its destiny intricately linked to the cosmic dance of power and resistance. The human guardians, embodying the spirit of the Ananchuli and the resilience of humanity, ready themselves for the future, aware that their choices will echo across the galaxy. However, with great power comes great responsibility. The human guardians are wary of repeating the mistakes of those who came before them, of letting power corrupt and absolute power corrupt absolutely. They strive to forge a path that honors both their terrestrial heritage and their cosmic legacy, aiming to heal rather than conquer, to understand rather than subdue. Epilogue: A Cosmic Dawn. As the first rays of a new dawn touch the Earth, the story closes on a note of cautious optimism. The galaxy watches, and the stars whisper of change. Humanity, once mere spectators to the heavens, now hold the keys to their own destiny, and perhaps the destiny of the galaxy itself. The Necromango, the Anan Chuli, and now the humans, each plays a role in the ever-unfolding drama of the cosmos, where every end is merely the beginning of another story in the eternal quest for harmony and understanding.